I mean,
that's
you
the
don't have
start.
to.
Hello, hey, that's the start.
Mhm.
We're watching Better Call Saul season 5, episode 6,
Mm-hmm.
and it's titled
Wexler v. Goodman.
Wexler v. Goodman. This is my channel, and I'm on top of this, baby.
Yeah, much like, of course, Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice.
In what way? In the sense that
V.
it's name v name?
Yeah, like legal case, like Batman v Superman.
Like the legal case, Batman v Superman.
That's how it's formatted.
Is the movie Batman v Superman?
That is the way it is written on the title.
But isn't the title literally Batman versus Superman? This is so not important to this at all. This is
v
a real
Superman.
Hank and Gomi conversation. Let's just, okay, if you want to see the full length of this, you can get it on the Patreon for $8 a month. If you want to get the next one early, you can't, so. I wish I called it. I knew you were going to say this shit.
I was a sucker. I completely did not think about it.
Oh, I gotta do it. I thought I was gonna sound insane if I said that out loud. Fuck.
I would have thought you were insane. I think she's insane.
She is insane. I've seen this. I mean, she's basically in an abusive relationship at this point.
Yeah.
But the problem is that she's equally as abusive. Well, they're not equally, but she has got a level of it.
Right. Like, she's not innocent.
Yeah. Which is the hardest part. Which makes it so fascinating, because neither of them are the victim in this.
Right. It's...
Oh my God. Like, at the beginning, we see, her and her mother in the car, and she's in this extremely abusive relationship, an extremely toxic relationship that she can't get out of because they're family.
Right.
But this one she can get out of. But now it's just ingrained into her.
Yeah, she has the history now.
Fucking hell. So frustrating. Like, this really felt like everything was coming to a boiling point, and then it all resets again.
I mean, she's worn down now. Like, her middle school self would not have stood for this. Her middle school self would have been like, this is wrong, I'm leaving.
Yeah. Jimmy has just completely worn her down.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Like... This is like the toxic idea that, like, we're so bad for each other that, we're fit with nobody else.
Right. It's... Jeez.
This show is... I would have never expected the show to go there, though.
Right.
Like, up until, like, the last 5 seconds where I was just like, oh no, I know what she's about to say. But... I really thought this episode was going to be the end of it.
Right.
It really felt like it was. Wow. Again, everything with Mike this episode and the police force like really ties into the almost every serial killer that gets away with it for so long gets away with it primarily just because of the incompetence of the police across all time periods, across all countries, across everything. It's always incompetent police force. It's just a constant of the world. Like, when you have so many cases, so many different variables that go into it. In hindsight, it can seem very obvious when you have a perspective like Mike here, but when you are in the police force, you're not looking for those things, and you've got so much on your plate. There's also plenty of just sheer being a bad police officer, just not doing your job.
Right.
Physical records are a fucking scourge of the police work. It's a fucking mess all around. I mean, physical shit with lawyers and with police work and all that shit, it is so outdated.
Right. It's
Antiquated, that's what I was looking for. Yeah, just fuck it. So it's very cathartic seeing Mike come in here and basically just like solve an unsolved mystery by just being like, it's that file right there, take it to him, bring it to him, call the police.
I also felt this like almost redemption for his past in this.
Yeah.
Like, he knows the system, he knows how bad it is, he most likely regrets, things that he never followed up on. This is his chance to, like, forcibly make things right in one small instance.
Yeah.
Because, like, Lalo did commit crimes. This isn't, like, setting anyone up or anything. It's not even vaguely Saul-y at all. It is straight up just, this person was completely overlooked by justice.
Yeah. And even then, Mike is normally not the kind of person to snitch, even, normally. But this is when you are involving someone that is not in the game, that's when Mike says, you've broken all the rules and anything can happen to you.
Yeah.
I can snitch on you, I can kill you, anything can happen to you once you've brought somebody who's not in the game.
Right.
And yeah, that's been his thing for, all of them.
Yeah.
Everything to do with the I love getting to see the film students again.
Oh my gosh,
and all these guys, it felt like I know Vince Gilligan loves to do that for Breaking Bad, bringing in random people in Albuquerque. Have you heard anything about Peter Gould doing that for Better Call Saul?
I've heard it's been essentially the same in Better Call Saul.
Okay, because that's really what this felt like. Just like people where they didn't really tell them anything. They're just like, get up against this green screen, and just had Saul in character telling them to do this stuff. Because it really did seem like they were reacting at the time, not even to like, oh, that's a weird thing to say, but just like not understanding what he was saying to do.
Right.
Yeah, it felt so natural.
Yeah, it was really good.
I cannot believe that green screen thing worked out as well as it did.
I was overthinking it way too much. Like, last episode, I think we both got on the track of them maybe faking an old, video from the past or something.
Yeah.
But this worked so much better, because it's also in Saul's wheelhouse, like, with the intentionally shitty effects.
Yeah, the fucking Comic Sans bare genital.
Actually, this is I think this is canonically the first time that he's ever done a green screen video. Where in Breaking Bad, like, all of the in-universe Better Call Saul, videos that we see are all basically green screens.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Man, they think everything. It's like, oh, no, they're gonna be like, when did he think of the green screen?
It's the origin.
The origin of the green screen. Oh, yeah, I can't believe, like, you just saying, is this video gonna be his dad fucking horse? I bit so hard to that. My mind, like, broke when you said that. I was like, oh my god, that's what it's gonna be. You broke me.
I was hoping for it as well. I didn't quite believe it as much as you did, but once I said it, I thought, it's not a 0% chance.
There's so little, like, random one-off gags or like jokes in Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul. They always bring even something as like Walt throwing the pizza up on the roof, and they make a joke. They bring it back with the
pizza cut.
They don't cut the pizza for you or whatever. Even the little gags they bring back. So I was like, are they gonna do it? Like, was that his here's this, now you're interested, that's what I'm going to do, bigger scale, though. I sort of think, are these just going to be a lot of people just watching this? But yeah, that was a genius idea of just shotgun scatter with every kind of lawyer commercial you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah.
Any kind of, if you've been any of those, every single one of them, run them all. And
they never said the bank, they just used iconography, so, like, it was well done in case he didn't bite.
Yeah.
In case, like, they actually had to go forward with this, it would have worked. It would have been bad, but it would have worked.
Yeah. And the key thing of, like, these are all solo commercials where it's just this one person saying this thing, then commercial end. And so they're being played all over the place. So it's if this was like a string, like at first I thought the commercial was all these back to back, but then it was clearly individual commercials,
tiny spots.
Yeah, because one, then a lot cheaper, and you don't have to worry. Like if it's back to back, you can see people aren't that stupid. There's gonna be plenty of stupid people,
right?
Especially when you might have a chance of compensation, but it makes it even better just having the one person in there.
Yeah.
It gets less people overall, but it's more believable, so you probably get more people calling in overall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And, oh my god.
Genius idea, though.
And they had the little text saying, this is a reenactment, so he didn't have to keep tabs on any of these people.
Yeah.
It was just, like, this is, this commercial is fake, but I'm talking about something real. What is it? I'll talk to you later about that. We'll figure that out some other time.
This honestly was a 10 out of 10 episode.
Yeah.
Like, one of my favorites of the season, I think. It was not an action episode at all, but it had so much everything in it. So much of everything I loved.
Yeah, like, everyone was really in their element this episode.
Yeah.
Like, Mike was peak Mike, Saul was peak Saul.
We even got to have, an emotional moment there with Nacho and everything. We got to have Gus came in. The only person we didn't get in this was Hank, but, Hank is not, character of Better Call Saul at this point. He's starting to be, but,
yeah, I'm fine with him taking the back burner for now.
Yeah.
Like, it would have been weird if he was the cop that handled the stuff that Mike was sending in.
Well, yeah, because that's DEA and everything.
Yeah.
It was cool getting to see that I'm not sure if he's the chief of police or something of Albuquerque Police.
Not totally sure myself.
But
yeah, we have seen him.
Yeah, we saw him with the Saul and Mike when they brought in the guy from wherever Mike was originally. But yeah, aside from him, it was cool getting to just see this random bumfuck police guys, you know. So, the cast of lawyers as well, getting to see Cliff Main or not yes, Cliff.
Yeah,
Main.
it's Cliff
I
Main.
was confusing with Rich. But yeah, getting to see Cliff Main again was really, really awesome.
Yeah.
Was not expecting that. He didn't have a moment or anything. Well, I guess they had their boomer talk moment, but yeah, that whole fucking thing with Howard. We keep just like shit. That was there's no excusing that. The bowling ball thing, I there's no excusing that either, but I wasn't sure if there was something going on there. But no, there's nothing going on with this at all. He is just being an asshole to Howard.
Is this what Better Call Saul is now? Do we have the mandated shit on Howard moment every episode?
Honestly, Better Call Saul as a show this season has been way funnier.
Oh yeah.
It's been so fucking now Saul is Saul and he's just doing crazy it is unabashedly Saul's just doing bad shit.
Yeah.
We're not gonna try and justify a little bit anymore. There's so much of that in the show where you have to have an argument some parts about this are morally wrong, some parts are morally good. Obviously, some parts are legally bad or good, or whatever. But it's so fun to just have moments where Saul is just 100% bad, and we know he's bad, and we can just enjoy the cringy entertainment of him bringing in these hookers for Howard.
Yeah. This is what I thought season 2 was going to be.
Yeah.
At the end of season 1, where it seems like Jimmy's gonna just be Saul.
Season 1 ends with the ring thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So I was half there, but I thought maybe that's it. Maybe that's just the Saul origin, and then after that, it's all shenanigans.
Yeah.
And I like what we got, but I'm happy that we're here now with Prime Saul, or getting into Prime Saul.
Yeah. This is prime entertainment Saul. Even in Breaking Bad, he's not doing funny things.
Right.
He's a funny character, but he's not a lot of stuff that he does here is supposed to be the stuff he's doing with Howard. The bowling balls was a more mystery thing, but this was just straight up a comedic moment. To also show how terrible he is as a person and his awful judgment and morals and everything. But it was a the image of a man fucking horse, so comedic. But yeah, even in season 2, it was more just cons that were entertaining to watch, not a joke. This is not that was how it's not a con. There's nothing he's getting out of it. It's for him a joke. I really expected it to be Kim and Rich there at the Howard and Cliff meeting and all of them. I saw everybody and I was like, what is he doing? Anything else that happened this episode? I'm not sure. I don't have it. I just love the DEA, police, anytime we get them dealing with normal people's problems, the guy talking about the dead animal or the dead body under the porch, just the little stuff like that. Better Call Saul has so much fun background dialogue or like entering scene dialogue.
I mean, I think it also illustrates why the system is broken.
Yeah.
Like, in every rung of, basically every, like, organization we've seen, like, both law and, like, not law, like, even with criminal organizations, we always see how human everyone is and how stupid, or not how stupid they are, but how stupid the situations they're in are.
Yeah.
Like, you can see why their time is being wasted constantly.
Yeah. And they one thing they do is, this idea of like the one at the top is super duper smart and then the lower you go the stupider they get, which is a weird commentary to have on society, but like that is very consistent throughout the show. Like I mean that's the ice cream metaphor. Whether you believe, I don't believe that in society, you know, but that is definitely the big theme of Better Call Saul is the ice cream metaphor.
There's one other thing I wanted to talk about, but I can't think of it.
I'm not sure. I like just the whole courtroom scene was. I mean, like it wasn't as good as the Chuck stuff. I mean, well, I don't want to say courtroom scene. I meant the lawyers scene.
Yeah, the settlement scene.
But everything from beginning to end, from when they enter to end, like, it's so. It felt like a courtroom scene, even though it wasn't. You know.
God, it was fantastic. I was worried that Rich was going to lash out just because of the way Jimmy was acting. Like, that's the one dangerous part. Rich is a very, like, he has that sense of self. He's got that pride.
He's a very good old boy.
At any point, I was like, well, he could just throw this all in the air and say, nah, I'm gonna give it all up because I hate you. So, it was still tense for me.
Same. I didn't know what he was gonna do, but it was pure showmanship.
Oh my gosh.
Really, that is the greatest thing about Better Call Saul. It is just, you know, a near an hour of just a pure showmanship.
Yeah, I'd say that actually is a big part of the series. Like, a lot of people said that it's very slow, or that, you know, the director spends a lot of time focusing on single shots of people doing things. But I think that is actually, like, it's to show showmanship. Like, just the craft of someone really good at something doing something.
That's all the characters doing, like, Breaking Bad is a lot of, we see them, like, we see the aftermath, then we cut back to, like, them saying they did it or revealing they did it, but we very rarely see the slow, you know, process that takes a long time to do something.
Like, we get montages sometimes, but not, like, the actual process.
The montages are always extremely sped up, too. It's not, like, just quick cut montage. It's like they're all sped up, as opposed to montages in the Better Call Saul montage is a just doing it in real time with the camera all in one take spinning around. Like that is it's montage because it's usually Saul doing something to, like, talking to a bunch of people back and forth. So it's a montage in the sense of the characters, but it's all happening in real time. It's very, 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 very different. But yeah, I would say that like that is a big part of the show is the seeing the process, seeing everybody's seeing everybody do the before the reveal. You know, most of the seasons are a build up to a big reveal. As if it's all like a play or whatever. It's very fitting.
Oh, I was gonna say, I want to see the native photographer woman because she's so old. Like, it's been a long time since we've seen Jimmy with an old person. And, like,
he had some old people there, and that woman was pretty old.
True. But, like,
we try to take away the man's cane.
Also,
you're not counting Mr. Acker as being old.
I mean, he doesn't treat Mr. Acker like, you know, the traditional... Jimmy with an old person. Lying through his teeth and being super sweet to them. It's been a while since then. And, like, I also noticed that, of course, she gets a way bigger settlement than Mr. Acker. Which I guess makes sense considering that, you know, they've used her photo for longer. But it struck me as interesting.
I mean, and it's also going forward.
Like, she came out with this way better.
He just contacts this random woman who's like, how would you like $200,000?
I mean, I imagine it was more of a, like, he went after her just because, oh yeah, this'll work, this might help. And then he realized, like, oh, she actually deserves a lot more.
Like, oh, you mean like in the end, like when he was arguing in the like blackmail, he was like, actually, also this.
Yeah, like he included, like you gotta do the public apology for both of them.
Yeah, the public apology felt like, I'm not sure if the $200 or $200,000 was planned or not, but I could see him being like, oh, actually, yeah, you know what? I didn't even think about this. Also, once again, like going down, having this thing go down in the parking garage.
Oh yeah,
parking garage is being such a big staple of this universe.
So classic.
Okay, I think that is actually all we got to say.
Can't think of anything else.
Yeah. Do you think they're actually going to get married? I like one thing that watching a reactor, someone pointed out that I never thought of. There's no reason that Kim can't be or dating Saul in Breaking Bad. Like, we never see Saul's home life.
Yeah,
we have no idea. Kim could be with him the entire time.
100%.
Breaking Bad, he could have just ran away. I never thought about that. But yeah, so do you think they're going to get married? And do you think they... I have always just assumed that they were going to separate. Not she was going to die or anything, but they were going to separate before Breaking Bad. What was your opinion on that? And has it changed at all?
Like, when we started the series, I thought they were going to break up. Like, season 1, season 2... I thought they were going to break up pretty quickly and Saul will find another guy. Because there is... Or another girl. Because there is a specific line in Better Call Saul in which he mentions that... I believe it was that his stepfather had sex with his second ex-wife.
Oh, okay.
Or, like, he caught his second ex-wife cheating on him with his stepdad or something.
Okay.
Like, it was a big throwaway line, but I figured, okay, so... Kim's probably number 1, and then he'll find someone else, and then eventually that'll happen. But as Breaking Bad...
His stepdad's still alive. That had to be just a, Saul line.
I mean, also, in the series, we have not seen his stepdad. There's no indication that he has a stepfamily at all.
No, because we've seen his actual dad.
Yeah, we've seen his family.
Yeah.
Like...
So I assume that's just it's gotta be a joke line that he said.
Like, at this point, I think it's a joke line.
Yeah.
And once I accepted that it was probably a joke line, I also thought that, they're probably going to be together throughout the series.
Yeah, his mom is dead. So how would he have a stepdad at this point? Because it would have to be after this that his stepdad has sex with his second wife. That would be insane. Can you imagine in the final season them introducing, by the way, I was married to your mom very briefly before she died.
I mean, it could also be his mom dies, his father, who is still alive, remarries, and then they get divorced, and then his stepmom remarries.
And he's with his stepmom? Does that make it a stepdad, or is that just a stepdad?
It's a stepladder.
Oh.
But yeah, so I have thought that they're probably going to be together. I didn't think they'd be married, but now that they've brought that up, I could see a situation where they're married, but then, like, during Breaking Bad, either we just don't see them, or they could physically separate, and that would also explain why Kim might not be, in grave legal danger.
Yeah, I was gonna say, on the news and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, like, but there's plenty of reason for it to just, she wasn't on the news when they turned on the TV. There's plenty of excuse for that.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, man. We'll see you next episode.
We shall.
It's good to be caught up finally.
Finally. It may have not looked like it, but we've been trying to catch up.
Yeah. I mean, episode 5 isn't even out yet, so...
Oh, yeah.
I think at this point on the channel, episode 3 is up.
Oh, boy.
We're watching episode 6. All right. I will see you guys for the next one. Until then, get the fuck out of here.